Which path is the key to true fulfillment? On the trail of Confucius's teachings. Imagine yourself in a heated discussion at work or a tense conversation with a family member. The words grow louder, emotions intensify, and suddenly you realize that the focus is no longer on finding a solution, but on proving who is right. Do you recognize such moments? They reveal how easily we can lose sight of our values in conflict situations. This is where Confucius comes in. The Chinese philosopher taught over 2,500 years ago that true harmony in the world can only arise when we learn to govern ourselves. His approach is timeless. It all begins with us. Our ability to pause, reflect, and act ethically. In this audiobook, we will explore Confucius's wisdom and discover how we can apply his teachings to our modern lives. As he wisely said, "He who wishes to govern others must first learn to govern himself." Who was Confucius? Confucius, born in 551 BC in the Chinese province of Lu, lived during a time of great political and social turmoil. The state was in disarray, and moral values seemed to be fading from society. Against this backdrop, Confucius dedicated himself to developing a philosophy that would promote both personal virtue and social harmony. As a philosopher, teacher, and founder of Confucianism, he laid the foundation for a way of thinking that continues to play a central role in many parts of Asia today. His teachings were based on the idea that true growth begins within, with the self-cultivation of the individual. Confucius believed that moral excellence and wise action were the keys to a better society. One of his famous quotes perfectly encapsulates his approach. "The noble person seeks harmony, not uniformity." For Confucius, harmony was the ultimate goal, achieved through mutual respect, ethical conduct, and the pursuit of virtue. His teachings are not a rigid set of rules, but rather a guide on how we can strengthen our values and live in harmony with others. The foundations of his philosophy. Confucius's philosophy revolves around fundamental principles aimed at improving both personal life and society as a whole. His ideas are rooted in the belief that personal growth is the key to a better world. For Confucius, everything begins with self-cultivation. He teaches that a person must first develop their own virtues before attempting to influence others or change the world. A person who is aware of their strengths and weaknesses and actively works to strengthen their moral values not only becomes a better individual, but also serves as a role model for others. A central aspect of his teachings is the significance of family. Confucius saw the family as the foundation of society. Values such as respect for one's parents, known in Chinese as filial piety, and the nurturing of familial relationships were, in his view, essential for a harmonious community. He believed that individuals who demonstrate respect and care within their families will carry these virtues into society as a whole. For Confucius, the family was not just a place of support, but also a school for moral behavior. Moreover, Confucius emphasized the importance of social harmony. This harmony arises when each individual understands their role in the community and lives according to moral principles. He was convinced that mutual respect and a sense of responsibility are the foundations of peaceful coexistence. However, he also warned against confusing harmony with uniformity. The noble man seeks harmony, not sameness. By this, he meant that true harmony is achieved by embracing differences rather than forcing uniformity. The philosophy of Confucius is built upon a strong foundation of virtues, which he considered essential for a meaningful and ethical life. Wisdom, justice, loyalty, and courtesy are the cornerstones of his teachings. These virtues are not merely personal goals, but serve as guiding principles for interactions with others. Confucius believed that these values are universal and can be applied in any situation. His teachings show us that personal growth and societal well-being go hand in hand. By strengthening our virtues and nurturing our relationships, we contribute to the creation of a more just and harmonious world. Practical application in everyday life. Confucius teaches us that moral excellence is not just an idea but a way of life, realized through small, conscious actions. His principles are universal and can be applied even in today's world to lead a harmonious and fulfilling life. Quote, "The noble man demands everything from himself. The ordinary man only makes demands on others." For Confucius, self-cultivation is the first step toward a better life. This means regularly reflecting on our own values and actions to continuously improve ourselves. A simple exercise could be asking yourself at the end of each day, did I live according to my principles today? What can I do better tomorrow? This reflection helps us live more consciously and focus on what truly matters. Confucius' teachings also play a central role in family and relationships. Quote, "A man who does not respect his parents will not respect others." For Confucius, the family is the foundation of a harmonious society. Respect and care are essential for maintaining close bonds. One way to practice this could be by regularly setting aside time for family. Whether it's a distraction-free dinner without smartphones or an open conversation about the challenges of the day. On a societal level, Confucius urges us to take responsibility and actively contribute to harmony. Workplace or neighborhood conflicts can often be resolved through understanding and cooperation rather than confrontation. The key is to treat others with respect and courtesy, even in challenging circumstances. Finally, Confucius emphasizes the importance of virtues in our lives. Wisdom helps us make informed decisions and act rationally. Quote, "A man who has committed a mistake and doesn't correct it is committing another mistake." Justice means being fair, even when it is difficult. Courtesy is demonstrated through respect and kindness, regardless of how we are treated by others. By consciously integrating these principles into our daily lives, we can not only improve ourselves, but also positively influence those around us and society as a whole. Confucius reminds us that true change begins with ourselves. Confucius teaches us that true greatness and moral excellence are not achieved through grand gestures or quick successes, but through small, consistent steps in everyday life. Every moment in which we act consciously, every decision made with integrity, brings us closer to this ideal. Quote, "It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop." His philosophy reminds us that every day is an opportunity to become our best selves, for ourselves, for our families, and for society. Which virtue would you like to cultivate more in your daily life? Is it patience, honesty, respect, or something else? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Let's learn from one another and inspire each other. Don't miss our next video, where we explore the wisdom of Socrates and the power of questioning. If you enjoy these philosophical insights, subscribe to the channel to stay inspired and support us. Until next time, stay patient and strive for excellence.